global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. While the Biafran group are actually looking forward to seceding out of Nigeria, the Yoruba counterparts as well, some part of them actually, just like the Biafrans, are also looking for a way of seceding out of Nigeria. And one of the prominent groups that have been known to be agitating strongly over the issue of secession, most likely in case restructuring fails, is the Yoruba World Congress. I'm afraid there's a crisis brewing in that particular section, as news has it that the leaders of the Yoruba World Congress are angling towards removing Tola Adeniyi, Professor Anthony Kila, and Dr. Akingba, others. Fresh crisis is brewing in the newly formed Yoruba World Congress (YWC) as the group today announced the suspension of its key leaders. But before we go into the newspaper and further analysis, we would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the word subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Alright, let's go straight into the news of the day. Those suspended from the elite executive council were Chief Tola Adeniyi, Professor Anthony Kila, Dr. Amos Akingba, Shola Gbade Popola, and 3 other key officials who incidentally are the founding members of the Yoruba World Congress. The suspension of Dr. Akingba came as a surprise to many, given his pedigree as one of the finest and long-standing supporters of Yoruba's self-determination campaign. The Yoruba World Congress group has been hit by internal divisions, with some suspecting that state agents may have penetrated the group. But another source said allegations of state infiltration is red herring, adding that some of those suspended from the Executive Council were renowned for their steadfast tradition in the Yoruba resonance campaign. A source who doesn't wish to be named said it was difficult to determine who are really working for the state, but that the fact that the Yoruba World Congress is in a big crisis is not in doubt. The Yoruba World Congress has emerged as a leading global group for Yoruba self-determination. However, some critics are deeply concerned about what appears to be its loose structure, lack of clear ideological content, and overbearing overt activities, making the organization to be vulnerable to all manners of characters, especially agents, provocateurs with different, sometimes mischievous motives. Sources say that the leaders of the Yoruba World Congress, that's the YWC, Professor Banji Akintoye, called a meeting of the 16-member leadership council of the organization for today, that's the 25th of August 2020, at the Lagos International Secretariat of the organization. The meeting commenced with all the members except 4 members, namely Dr. Amos Akingba, Akogun Tola Adeniyi, Professor Anthony Kila, and Mr. Shola Gbade Popola, who though were present within the premises, chose not to attend the meeting. The meeting in a statement signed by Professor Banji Akintoye, Professor Ezekiel Ogundowole, Assistant Professor Wale Adeniran, and Evangelist Kunle Adeshukan, Otumba Shade Olukoya, Chief Imam Yoruba, Sheikh Abdulrahim, Mr. Akin Adejuwon, Akinola George, and Mrs. Bomi Abidogun, Pastor Olusegun Bankole removed the founding members. Information reaching us stated that the leader made 5 entries, 4 at the beginning of the meeting and 1 at the end, to rationally include them in the meeting. The source said that all these attempts unfortunately failed. The Leadership Council of the Yoruba World Congress then resolved to remove from their pro tem executive position with immediate effect. The council said the listed members will continue to remain floor members of the Yoruba World Congress if they wish to. It attended all materials, monies, and paraphernalia of the organization in the position of the above former officials should be handed over to the Leadership Council of the YWC with immediate effect. The removal is pending the official elections to nominate and elect the substantive leaders to lead the YWC, that's Yoruba World Congress, into the future. The remaining members of the Leadership Council shall continue to steer the affairs of the organization under the able leadership of Professor Banji Akintoye. Now that I will call bad news. If it is not properly handled, I see this, it's going to cause, when there's an internal crisis, there's this general saying that the house divided by itself cannot stand. I do not know why, what these founding fathers have done for them to be suspended. Okay, so much that they were within the premises and yet they didn't attend that very crucial meeting. That means their heart is not at peace with the very meeting that was going on. And no one mentioned their crimes, but the general saying is that there is some sort of saboteur. Others believe that there is a state agent, okay, working amongst them, ensuring there's a crack within. A thing like this, a vision like this, there's need for one accord. If whatever, I don't know the crime, I don't know what they have done. I wouldn't call that a crime, but I don't know what they have done. But I think it should have been resolved amicably. Whatever it is that caused them to be suspended with immediate effect, and also gave them the option to be, if they like to be floor members, by all means. If they don't want, they should go. And don't forget, these guys are seemingly the floor member, the founding fathers of this group. It won't all go well. Whatever it is, yes, whatever it is they must have done, they have erred at some point, but you could actually cuddle them back, let them realize that this vision is probably bigger than one person, okay? But like one person, one of the moderators said here, he said something quite unique. The writer said something very unique. He said, look, the structure doesn't need to be loose. It has to be very organized. It should be compact, such that it can easily identify loose ends. But right now it's loose, it's accommodating. Everyone can come in, everyone can go out. Everyone who speaks Yoruba and is an Oduduwa can come in. What if, this is the issue of the Yoruba nation has not been accepted by all Yorubas. You could agree with me. There's some elites Yorubas, political elite Yorubas that will say, look, we still like in one Nigeria. We have benefit in one Nigeria. We have political ambition in one Nigeria. It favors us as a people. So this whole issue of Oduduwa coming to join Oduduwa, then I will not start afresh. No way. Let's still be pushing on as one Nigeria. We'll get there. So if such people infiltrate such organization, what do you expect? They will be thinking of cracking, jamming heads together so that they don't make any headway. But to think that they're already registered in UNPO, and that's a plus, okay? But then they need to put the arts together to ensure that they move beyond just being a member of UNPO. They should, start showing formidable strides, or else they should just, fall back and become one Nigeria. Whichever way they need to take a stand. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. What's the take on this latest information that some of the founding founders are suspended? The crimes or their crimes or their sins they've committed, not known yet though, but they have been suspended. And one believes that is the beginning of a very internal crisis, strong internal crack that may lead the whole organization astray. That's where we're going to wrap it up. What's your intention? What's your take on this? Let's put in our comment section. Let's interact. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more updates on this and much more.